Where's Rise's helmet?
Why are we ducking?
Okay, I'll rise. Oh my god.
Yo, you absolute little tear. Hello. Anyways, yo, 7 minutes. How you doing, baby? I missed you.
Okay, bringing you down. I'm bringing you down.
No, what are we doing?
Okay, Ducky.
Okay. This dumbass. Dude, fuck the bait servers. Oh, yo, what's up?
Your body, my choice. So,
Your body, much. What do you mean? Like, in what sense are we saying your body, my choice?
your body, my choice.
Yeah. In what sense? What is this gonna be applied to? This is what I'm asking you.
The men should be able to do what they want because men are superior to us women.
You guys are
Okay.
chuds.
That's disgusting.
Well, that's what I believe. I don't want to sing for myself anymore. I just want to like be a housewife and like have kids and like let my husband control what I do.
Why?
that's
Why?
not how it is.
Why?
Exactly. It's my destiny.
Dude, she's blind.
Yeah, I don't think that's I think that's a fetish right there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that is
no.
a fetish, actually. You're right.
But anyways, yeah, here, hold on. So would you agree that oh my goodness, hold on.
Enlightenment's here because he said that his body was my choice.
Yeah, hold on. Whoa, I never said that. Anyways, yeah. So, oh my goodness, hold on. Would you agree that more value cannot come from Hold on, would you agree that more value cannot come from preference alone?
Bro,
Those are added.
Yeah, host. Can you answer my question?
yeah.
Do you agree? Oh my
Bro.
Yeah.
Ducky.
No, this is for realsies.
Ducky, hold on. Would you agree that more value cannot come from preference alone? Do you need me to explain further?
I was rage baiting.
Yeah, I'm sure you were.
Yeah.
So, host.
He's brain spitting.
Okay, host. Answer my question then. Do you believe?
Yes.
Okay, so you believe that more value cannot come from preference alone? Okay. Do you agree that more value cannot come from preference alone? Do you need me to explain what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if morality is just gonna be personal desire, then we can say the claim my choice it's not gonna have any authority than your refusal, right? So we can say two competing wills cancel each other out, so there is no reason your anatomy should be overridden except raw power.
Burger.
So you said a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, I said a lot in the year. You're just like genuine burger, bro. Here, so we know humans are not gonna be mere objects. What I mean by that is a person is a rational subject with intrinsic worth, not property to be possessed. So we know the moment you reduce someone's body to an instrument for another's will, be quiet. I can argue that. Yeah, be quiet.
Oh my gosh, get out of here.
Yeah, 7 minutes. Have you debated these people already?
7 minutes is my peasant, so.
Yeah, you're disgusting. I'm gonna go debate theism. You're a low tier.
Low tier rage baiters.
559 debate servers, bro. I've never seen this many.
That is so
I go
weird.
up, please.
Asking atheists anything? Sure, I'm joining this.
Oh,
Dude.
no.
Not
Stop.
you can be a feminist and a housewife.
I guess the quality of it. So with the argument provided, what's going to be like? Do you have a contention with the argument for motion or not?
What is the motion?
Well, for like, we can just assume, or we can make some like, this
Change is already big.
So if a purely actual being were to act, like if we assume this thing exists, it would be pure act, and like what that means is just that it's gonna have all properties and attributes that are not gonna be confined by any spatial temporal things, or not gonna be like
Michael!
doesn't matter, right? So if we take like thoughts to be that purely actual abstract,
Bro, who's doing that?
we can say the same thing for morals. So it was followed by this thing.
Nobody cares about the
Doing
Dude,
that?
he has a picture of a pig on a Kaaba.
So it would have to be God. This
I hate
abstract
you.
thing. That's what you're saying. Or are you saying that the universe was the invention?
versus one.
The unmoved movie that set all things into motion.
Let me see. Let me see.
Who's doing that?
Okay, it is. Are you interested in marriage? Choose to not drink water. Earlier. Oh no, he's like here. He's out there. I can't. There's 59 debate servers. I can't find a single good one.
Even with the knowledge, even if he didn't want to drink water, he still would do so.
Curses be upon Allah.
But that means that he does not have the choice to do otherwise.
Nigga, that's not what that means.
God said he will wake up early in the morning.
God is a woman. Prove me wrong.
What?
Wow.
Imaginary.
So those other stuff,
genderless.
he will
That's too much.
be doing stupid stuff and later.
Ask a Muslim who converted to
But
Christianity.
it's not free will.
You're not
You have to
Muslim anymore
establish
then.
where the free will comes in. Also, you also have to establish where the free will comes in.
Sorry for imaginary dog Snickers.
Those actions.
So actions generate free will,
Yes.
and it's not the other way around. So free will doesn't generate actions. Actions generate free will.
Yeah.
Join a good debate, bro.
I'm trying to, bro. There's no good ones.
I would argue that
Being gay isn't weird and should be normalized. Oh my
then
goodness.
that means that we still don't really have a
Debate and
choice.
God is real. I'm Christian. If you disagree,
not.
you're wrong. Should I just start as an atheist
Yeah,
or
LARP is an
something?
atheist for that one.
Okay, okay.
Let's end this conversation.
I'm just gonna use a set theoretical argument again, I guess. Where is it?
Personality. I mean, modern science can show that
Yep,
every
you're
directly comes from the environment you were raised in.
Michael.
Everything you are, there are certain things like self-identity, gender,
Dude.
certain disabilities that
Max?
you were born with. When it comes to God, you don't really have anything.
Is that you?
Add me up. I'm about to slap this shit around.
Is that
Hold on.
you?
Okay, so yeah, so
Oh,
You
I'll debate you. So first of all, I do not know where you got that little thing from. Like, where is that?
I can't use this argument against this dude. He's not gonna understand it.
Like,
How young is that kid?
I don't know. He sounds 11.
It's like mighty. It's mighty.
But Marty's
I was
more
gonna use a
older,
set
a little
theoretic
bit.
argument against this, against the necessity of God, but he's not gonna understand it.
It's mighty. It's mighty's younger brother.
Again, these things are determined by
I can't debate this shit now,
your
bro. I'm
political
sorry.
and,
that's not all the time.
Oh,
That's really not all.
Oh, I gotta get out
I'm
of
not
here.
trying to be racist.
I need a
He
sentence.
sounds
Where's
black.
the
Like,
sentence? He does though. He has an accent.
Okay, well, what makes you think that
oh,
there's no creator?
What makes you think there's no creator? Because there's evil in the world and there's truly a creator.
Me myself, I can't really describe how I feel, something like that. But I have another question. Sorry if it annoys you. Why is your topic like? Why should I be religious? Are you like looking for a change or anything?
Well, I'm looking for like understanding of people.
Why does the host just ask this dude why is the topic? Why should I? I'm confused right now.
Romantic relationship at some point in your life, and
I'm confused.
acquired, like you've acquired information from someone's like
There's-
personal identity.
yes.
There's 60 debates
Did-
on podiums and there's
Did you
not a
swear?
single good thing in here.
Again? After I told you to stop. I thought you would stop. For me.
Understand yourself. So I'm looking
What?
for
is she talking
It's tough.
why should I be religious? I'm trying to understand. Why do people?
Why is this dude sending me 8 snaps on Snapchat, bro?
I should do that.
No, you shouldn't do that. I'm not gonna reply to
No.
a single one of
No,
them.
no. Buddy. I'll message you. Oh, I forgot. I had someone on my Snapchat. Added back. Dude, I'm so funny, right?
Stories.
Yeah.
Sure.
Have you ever heard about? Like, when you die. Have you ever heard of those stories?
Maximus.
When you
No.
die, you don't live. Think about that. When you die, you just die. What the?
Sigmund Freud, which is a renowned psychoanalyst who kind of invented like
what psychoanalyst is.
Did you just make that?
No, I had that message very like months ago, but it used to be with like my old profile.
The Sabrina Carpenter.
Add me up on my high tip. So that person went to Sigmund Freud, and Sigmund Freud started talking to the person, and Sigmund Freud started giving that person. I'm at this point. Hold on, let me go to my thing. I gotta look at my sleeve. 30. That's a contingency argument without PSR. I don't need that. I have a contingency argument without PSR. Your physiological needs, emotional events. Should I use the argument from perfect justice or the argument from suffering to argue for God? There's more though. I want to use the argument from the abundance of arguments.
Do you think Jesus is a baby in heaven because, like, a lot of paintings?
Or the argument from pragmatism. Ooh.
You know, when the pastor like describes about during the judgment day, you know, like what do you think about that?
It is inconceivable that God not exist. Oh wait, what is this? This is appendix. Appendix. No, this is the ontological argument. Nothing greater than God can be conceived. This is stipulated as part of the definition of God. It is greater to exist than not to exist. If we conceive of God as not existing, then we can conceive of something greater than God. To conceive of God as not existing is not to conceive of God. It is inconceivable that God not exists. Therefore, God exists. Low key, I might use that. I think isn't that the ontological argument? Yeah. The argument from design. Whenever there are things that are purpose or function. Plausible that there actually being an afterlife. I don't know. There's going to be. Why am I so low tier? Which one do you think is more plausible?
The lowest of tiers.
For real.
I am.
Possible.
Oh my.
Like, which one would make more sense?
Oh, hey, that guy.
Why are there so many people joining the server?
Sorry.
The answer for that.
We need to stop black praise.
Wait, send the one of me. I don't have it, I don't think.
Okay, I have it.
Would it make more sense that it's a psychological thing and that an afterlife is just satisfying those psychological?
Oh God.
Oh my.
It is actually better.
Do you want to debate them? Yeah. Alright,
I have to really lock in so I can actually hear them.
you two are gonna debate first, alright? Oh my.
That was really loud.
Yo, hello. Who am I debating? Yeah, who am I debating? Hold on. Who am I debating? Who's me?
The guy with the Kalo profile picture.
Abe. Okay, here, yeah, I'll give you my argument. I'll give you my argument. So I'm arguing for the existence of God. Yeah, what's your religion? You're not religious? Okay, good. Yeah, I'll give you my argument. So here, I'll start. So we can go ahead and let U equal the set of all possible states of reality, right? So this is just going to mean that every contingent thing, every law of nature, and every physical object is going to be inside of U. So we can go ahead and say that where each X is going to be some existing or possible thing, right? So we can go ahead and define C is going to be a subset of U, right? So C is a subset of U. That's just going to mean C is going to be the set of all contingent things. So we know something that could have failed to exist that's just going to be a contingent being, right? So we can go ahead and say stars, humans. Hold on, wait. It's a yeah. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, no, I'm not there's no way I'm summarizing all this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, okay, here. Hold on.
this again. We're not doing this again. No, that's somebody from earlier, bro. That's somebody from earlier. That's why she has a voice changer on. Oh my god.
Yeah, summarize it. Hey, Nitro, they just asked me to summarize the entire set theoretic argument.
Oh my.
Can you let 7 minutes up? We're one essence inseparable. Thank you. Yeah, can I debate somebody like this actually? Yeah, hold on. Since Sigma King, since you're Islam, I have a question to ask you. Yeah, so are Muslims allowed to affirm Yahweh as God? Yes or no?
Yahweh is God. I don't know. Yeah, well,
Wait.
I guess Yahweh is that like that gay genre. Allah is the.
Hold on. Can I talk to this guy? Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Stopping you. Well, no, because depends. Because you guys have different perceptions of Yahweh than we would. Because, like, for example,
Who is Yahweh?
Allah is the God of Moses and the God of Jesus, the God of Abraham.
Okay, but who is Yahweh in the Hebrew Bible? Which is going to be revelation from Allah according to Islam. Who is going to be Yahweh in the Hebrew Bible? Go ahead and tell me.
I mean, not sure. I guess you would say he could be Allah.
It's going to be the no. In the Hebrew Bible, Yahweh is going to be the personal covenant name of the God of Israel. So we know it's going to be represented by the four consonants. So we know it is also going to be associated with the verb to be, translating to I am who I am, or the one who is, right? So when we're talking about like Muslims being able to say Yahweh, we know it's going to be generally considered impermissible to call upon God using Yahweh in daily worship or prayer, correct?
Why?
Yeah, because we know Muslims should use the 99 names of Allah revealed in the Quran and Sunnah, as Yahweh is a Hebrew term not found in Islamic texts, correct?
Yeah, sure. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay. So we know it's gonna be the same God but different names, right? So we know scholars and theologians largely agree that Allah and Yahweh refer to the same supreme being worshipped in Abrahamic faiths.
Yeah.
But we know Islamic scholars like I don't know how to say this dude's name, but Shaykh Asim al Hakim. Yeah, al Hakim, I'll just say that. He's just gonna argue that Muslims should only use the names Allah has revealed for himself in the Quran or Sunnah. So basically considering using other names like Allah is gonna be a form of unnecessary innovation.
Yes, bidah.
Yeah, so would you say that you disagree with one of your scholars? If so, I would like for you to go ahead and prove to me why your scholar is gonna be incorrect.
Okay, I would agree with my scholar, but I want to make one.
Okay, thank you. So Muslims shouldn't say Yahweh is God, right? So here, can you listen to this video I'm gonna give you? It's a Muslim affirming Yahweh is God.
Can you let him move? I want you to don't care what other Muslims say.
Yeah. Can we keep in mind that
Why don't you supposed to do this video?
Yeah, that is Tito. But anyway, he already agreed that his scholar is right. So that just shows that Muslims are not allowed to affirm Yahweh as God if he agrees with what his scholar says. So the conversation. Okay, what I'm saying is the conversation should have gone any farther because you already conceded to the point that Muslims are not allowed to affirm Yahweh as God if you agree with your scholar. But anyways.
Well, no, that's not why you named one scholar. Let me say something. I am allowed to disagree with any scholar if the scholar doesn't provide enough evidence in the Quran and the Hadith.
Yeah.
But I am not disagreeing. I agree with what these scholars said. In my opinion, I think that's
Okay.
correct. But for future references, keep in mind the multiple scholars are needed. Usually, a consensus before anything can be said. Which keep in mind. Okay, I'm not saying what these scholars said was wrong. I would actually agree with that scholar.
Yeah. Him Elijah's name. Wait, what's the Elijah argument? Yeah, what about since he's asked me to ask you about Prophet Elijah, what about Prophet Elijah? Because I never used the Prophet Elijah argument. I never used that before.
He's a prophet in your religion, and his name be mine with Yahweh. So if you reject the name, right, you're not in content with the Old Testament prophets.
Wait, are you talking to me or are you talking to him?
Talking to second again.
Oh, okay.
I think I saw an argument that refuted this, but I forgot it. So, yeah. But do you agree that Muhammad is a prophet, but he would have to be able to continuity with the previous prophets.
Oh wait, Helm, are you trying to demonstrate that Yahweh is multi-personal within the Old Testament? Yeah, because my friend Logo, because I asked him if a Muslim affirms Yahweh as God, what could I come to a conclusion within the debate? He said, if you can demonstrate that Yahweh is multi-personal within the Old Testament, then you have a good conclusion there.
Okay. Also, if you reject, if you don't worship Yahweh, if that's something that you worship, then you wouldn't be in continuation with the previous prophets.
Well, so this is the same Yahweh that can be tricked by his own followers. This is also the same Yahweh that his hands are literally chained, and this is the same Yahweh that loopholes in his laws. It's also the same Yahweh that sleeps after he created the universe.
Iceman sucked in my. Oh, sorry. Iceman sucked in my opinion. I forgot I was unmuted. Made me want to burn my KJ. Why are you saying that?
That's Michael.
Hello, Mike. I haven't listened to
Again.
Iceman yet. I don't like Drake at all, though. So.
For example, those people say,
Do you
that Allah has
Elijah as a prophet?
Elijah.
I'm so corny.
Yeah, you might as well.
Elias.
But I'm not corny as them.
Elias.
Yes, I've never heard of that, so I'm not sure. I'm not going to answer
It's
that.
in the fair. I can give the verse if you want.
What do you mean,
Yeah, sure.
Cowdrookie?
I know King across that.
Daddy. Oh my.
Chapter 37.
God doesn't exist. Oh my goodness, I've been waiting for this.
Well, we were using the same argument. Like I'm just explaining. For her.
Daddy.
Yeah. So the thing just can't be done.
Never mind. Changes bacon kid.
So
Motivate the requirement of a first mover.
Yeah, motivate.
What?
Obviously, that's already been done. That's just the first day, just been done by this girl.
Atheism is evil.
So if he's gonna subscribe to this, that's gonna just commit him to this. But anyway, host, do you have anything like to say to her? No.
I mean, is there any other like reasoning or evidence? Like I mean,
God
it's
is
not even
fake.
really
Prove me
evidence.
wrong. Okay.
Huh?
Like metaphysics, and you believe that you're like so good at philosopher. Like I don't know all of those words. yeah. I'm not allowed to.
Metaphysics.
That's the first thing I heard that time.
Well, yeah.
Ask her to define metaphysics. Ask her to define metaphysics.
Okay.
Wait.
So I wanna ask you like.
Define metaphysics, little dear.
Like it's dependent or something. Like how is
Guys, what is
everything
metaphysics?
that exists, like that start, like has to be
You don't know what?
dependent.
Oh, I wasn't even mocking
No.
you, Anastasia. I was just saying that as a
Can you
joke.
define metaphysics?
I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, can you define metaphysics? I want to make sure you know what it actually is.
What is it?
Wait, yeah, define it right now without looking it up.
Where's your proof God's not real?
What do you mean? Where's my proof? Where's my proof that what's not real?
Why do you think God's not real?
Good I love you too.
Why do you think you're making the argument it's real? It's your job to prove it.
Oh, here, I can prove to you that God is real.
You can't just say God's not real. An explanation. Hear me.
I can prove to you that God is real.
Oh yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah. Can you turn the whiteboard on for me?
What?
Turn the whiteboard on for me. I'm gonna need it for my argument.
What?
Yeah, there should be a pencil on the left of your screen that you press that and go to plugins and look for whiteboard.
Fear only God.
Yeah, I think that is a dots. Thank you. Here, so Here, so we're gonna let. Okay. Oh my goodness, we're gonna let Bruh, hold on. We're gonna go ahead and let U. U is just gonna equal the set of all possible state. Oh my goodness. U is gonna equal the set of all possible states of reality, right? So this is just gonna mean every mind, every physical object, and every abstract structure is gonna be inside of U. So we can go ahead and say U. We can go ahead and say where each X in some existing impossible thing, right? That's just gonna be the visual idea. So we can go ahead and say, let's say C. That's a C. Sorry, it's gonna be a subset of U, meaning that C is just going to be like the set of all contingent beings. So we know a contingent being is going to be something that could have failed to exist. You would agree, correct?
Sorry to say, but I don't think it's mine.
Yeah. So a contingent being is just going to be like or a contingent thing or being would be stars, humans, atoms, and universes. So like none of these explain themselves, right? So we can go ahead and say there exists Y and X, so Y explains X. Now we can go ahead and say the universal quantifier is going to be an element of C, and there exists Y, which is an element of U, and Y explains X. So for every contingent thing, which is X, there exists some reality, and that explains why X exists. So suppose that U would equal X. No, C, forgive me. So this is just going to mean that all reality is going to be contingent, right? So we know every explanation depends on another contingent thing. Hold on. I said suppose U equals C. Hold on. When did I contradict myself? Go ahead.
Yes, he is contingent, and you also said that I'm not. Oh.
Yo, buddy. You're not following. You're not following. The letter U, not literally U. The letter U. Suppose that the letter U equals C, meaning all reality is going to be contingent. Then we would say every explanation depends on another contingent thing. So an infinite explanatory chain. So we can say purely contingent chains. Hold on, I'm gonna turn her down because she's just there we go. There we go. So we can say purely contingent chains never ground existence itself, because the universal quantifier is going to be an element of C and X depends on something else. So we can say the entire system lacks an ultimate foundation, right? So we can go ahead and come to a conclusion and say that U does not equal C. The letter U, not U. Okay? Meaning reality contains more contingent beings. Thus, we can say there exists N, which is going to be an element of U, such that N is not an element of C. Meaning there exists some being which is going to be necessary, and that is not contingent. So this is going to be a necessary being. Are you following? Yeah. So right now we're on. I just told you how a necessary reality exists, and I brought it onto a necessary being existing, right? So let's go ahead and continue, right? So we know necessary being must be self-explanatory. So a necessary being cannot depend on anything else. We can go ahead and say the explanation for N is contained within its own nature. So its essence is existence. So this is just going to go ahead and match the Christian concept of God. So uncaused, eternal, and self-existence. So like Exodus 3:14, I am who I am. That's going to be a prime example. So we know, suppose there were two necessary beings, right? So we have N, which is just going to be one, and then N, which is just going to be the second N, right? So to differ, one must possess something the other lacks. That means limitation, right? So we know limitation implies dependency or composition. So necessary reality cannot be limited. Would you agree? Hold on. That's a voice chat ban fallacy. But anyways, therefore, there exists N, meaning there exists exactly one necessary being. So that's just going to go ahead and align with Christian monotheism. So we can go ahead and say matter changes, and anything changing has unrealized potential. Potential requires actualization. Thus, material things depend on external causes. But we know that necessary being is just going to be not dependent, right? So we can go ahead and say N is not going to be an element of matter. So the necessary being transcends space, time, and matter, right? So we know the universe contains mathematics, rational order, and consciousness. You would agree, correct?
Yeah, so it's basically just using the I forgot the argument. Was it the transcendental argument in elements?
No, the argument I'm using is just gonna be it's a set theoretic argument for the Christian God.
Wait, is this the isn't that just the Eliot argument?
If you want to identify it as that. Like right now I'm explaining why the necessary being must be mind. I'm literally like almost done with it. Can we add him back up? He was explaining the argument to you.
So inherently, post it's how you get cash like when you like lose your debate. If you get high to your friend. So next, what's premise one?
So like, premise one is just gonna be the set of all possible realities is just gonna be you, and like so every physical object and abstract structure is gonna be inside you. So we can say C is gonna be a subset of you. So C is gonna be the set of all contingent beings. So yeah, that's just gonna be premise 1 and 2.
So he's just gonna be saying that within a contention of So wait, how am I gonna translate this? Wait. So within the sets of like damn, how am I gonna wait? Hold on. Okay. Wait, can you run the rest of the argument?
Yeah, well, I'm on step 9. I don't feel like restarting. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm gonna let you be.
Yeah, I can finish it real quick.
Just hop on the like MOA argument, bro, or like arguments of emotions. It's more simple.
I can just give you the full logical chain.
Put it in chat, man.
Oh my goodness, I'm on PlayStation. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Go ahead.
Modus bonus. I'm on PlayStation here. So the letter U is just gonna equal all reality. So C is gonna be a subset of U. The universal quantifier is gonna be an element of C. There exists Y, and Y explains X. So we can go ahead and say U equals C. It's like an infinite ungrounded regress. And we can go ahead and say that U doesn't equal C. So we can go ahead and say that N is gonna be an element of U, and N is not an element of C. And yeah, so suppose that we have two necessary beings, right? So one would have to have something that the other lacks. So we can just go ahead and take out one of the necessary beings. Suppose that one necessary being has something that the other lacks, which will be limitation. So we can just
I'll translate there. So if there's going to be two, like let's say eternal beings, right? There must be one thing that's not going to be powerful, since one is going to hold a property in which the other doesn't. Like for example, in a world where it's just me and Tailmax, like one's going to be like absolute dog shit in debating, the other's going to be classical theist, right? So he's going to be lacking the property of each. Well, I'm going to lack the property of him. Continue.
hold on 1 second. I'm replying to Hina.
After this, I'm gonna like make my own like server. That's like mad servers on here.
Yeah, I know. I never seen this many servers, and they're all not even good. But yeah, what I was saying, I say suppose there are two necessary beings. One must have what the other lacks, so we can go ahead and say limitation. So now we're just down to one necessary being, right? So we can say N is going to be necessary, immaterial, and rational mind, and N will also equal God. So we can go ahead and say Christianity identifies this being as the logos, so like the word, which would be Jesus Christ.
At least just saying that there's going to be a necessary being or like something that's eternal that has to exist, right? That being going to the monotheistic God.
Yeah, so like contingent reality requires a necessary rational foundation, and Christianity is just gonna call that foundation God. I have debate comms right now. Yo, guys, what should I name the inference rule? Help me. Yeah, I need it quick.
What? I wasn't paying attention, bro.
What should I name the inference rule?
Can we go to sleep?
What?
Can we sleep?
The inference rule is gonna be can we go to sleep?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what's it's called. That's what we're naming it.
What?
Who is that? God, my point, Paul the Father is God, for I became your father. 1 Corinthians 4:14.
Is that good? He has a point.
Wait, that's a high tier argument.
Yeah. I think that just dismantles our religion. I don't know.
Oh wait, I'm about to go debate a Mormon. I'm about to go hop in the VC. I'm hopping in the VC in Christ Central.
Oh, okay. So